All right, this is RC4 Test 2 and RC2 Test 2, screencast Part 2 for oral administration. We're on number 12. The picture shows an aerialist walking on a tightrope and holding a balancing bar. An action-reaction pair of forces exists between A, the aerialist's feet and the rope, B, the rope and the balancing bar, C, the two ends of the rope, D, the aerialist's arms and legs. Number 13. A marble is given potential energy by being placed at location W. When the marble is released, it rolls down the track. At which location does the marble have maximum kinetic energy? A, location W, B, location X, C, location Y, D, location Z. Number 14. The house sparrow was first introduced to New York in 1851. It is now distributed across most of North America. As the species expanded its range, it began to live in environments that were different from its original habitat. The birds now vary in size depending on their geographic location. The map shows the distribution of house sparrows by size. What is the most likely explanation for the body size distribution of house sparrows shown on the map? A, cold temperatures in the north favored the survival of populations of larger sparrows over populations of smaller sparrows. B, high elevations in the west provided a survival advantage for populations of larger sparrows over populations of smaller sparrows. C, warm temperatures in the south allowed populations of larger sparrows to survive over populations of smaller sparrows. D, coastal environments in the east tended to give a survival advantage to populations of larger sparrows over populations of smaller sparrows. Number 15. 4 boxes are sliding with constant speed before each box experiences an unbalanced force of 8 newtons. Which box would experience the greatest acceleration when the unbalanced force is applied? A, the box with a mass of 2 kilograms. B, the box with a mass of 4 kilograms. C, the box with a mass of 6 kilograms. D, the box with a mass of 8 kilograms. Number 16. A block is pushed 0.9 meters to the right in 2.5 seconds. What is the block's average speed to the nearest hundredth of a meter per second? Record your answer and fill in the bubbles on your answer document. Be sure to use the correct place value. The answer document that you guys are using doesn't have bubbles, so just write your answer in to the nearest hundredth. Number 17. Darwin's finches are a group of seed-eating bird species found on the Galapagos Islands. Nest flies are a type of insect that has become a threat to the finches. The diagram shows the life cycle of the nest fly. Life cycle of the nest fly. Larvae hatch. Larvae attach to young birds to feed. Larvae drop to bottom of nests to form pupae. Adults hatch from pupae. Adults feed on fruit. Adults lay eggs in bird nests. Larvae hatch, etc. Based on the life cycle information, which statement best describes the relationship between the nest fly larvae and the young birds? A, the larvae are prey for the young birds. B, the larvae are predators of the young birds. C, the young birds are hosts for the larvae. D, the young birds are consumers of the larvae. Number 18. A physics teacher performed a demonstration for a science class by pulling a crate across the floor and measuring the force with a spring scale. While she pulled, a student measured the acceleration of the crate with a handheld electronic device. The results of 3 trials are shown below. The teacher asked the class to calculate the acceleration of the crate based on the crate's mass and the force applied. What conclusion can be made about the difference between the calculated acceleration and the actual acceleration that occurred in the trials? A. Another force in the direction of the motion produced a lower acceleration than calculated. B. An opposing force caused by friction produced a lower acceleration than calculated. C. Another force in the direction of the motion produced a higher acceleration than calculated. D. An opposing force caused by friction produced a higher acceleration than calculated. (19) Some areas of an ocean are known as dead zones. These zones form when excess organic material decomposes. This increased decomposition uses up the oxygen from the water. Okay, that bell is on my screencast, not on your actual class. Okay. Some areas of the ocean are known as dead zones. These zones form when excess organic material decomposes. This increased decomposition uses up the oxygen from the water. Which human activity is most affected by the increasing number of dead zones in the ocean? A. Offshore oil drilling because water in dead zones is toxic. B. Commercial fishing because fish cannot survive without oxygen. C. Commercial shipping because dead zones change the course of ocean currents. D. Sand mining because oxygen is not available to form the sands on ocean beaches. This should say number 20. Students slid a small wood block along a flat tabletop for a distance of 1.6 meters. The data show the motion of the wood block. Which graph displays the motion of the wood block? This should be A, B, C, D.